Tonight I want to talk about a place that could possibly be the inside of Satan's anus, social media, okay? Recently, we've seen tech companies like YouTube, TikTok, and Snapchat get called out for corrupting more youth than a Lil Nas X music video. That's right. But still, none of them have managed to catch up to the Usain Bolt of internet tomfoolery, Facebook. All right? Just last week, the Facebook CEO and dictator of the dark world, Mark Zuckerberg, was given a public swirly in the congressional toilet when former Facebook data scientist Frances Haugen channeled the spirit of Too Short during her testimony before a Senate subcommittee and blew the whistle. Blow the whistle. She testified about how Facebook purposefully allows disinformation and hate speech to spread throughout its platform in the pursuit of profit before she escaped the lake of hellfire. That is Facebook. Haugen copied thousands of pages of confidential documents and shared them with lawmakers, regulators, and the Wall Street Journal, which published a series of reports called the Facebook Files. Sidebar, how come whenever white people expose corruption, they're called a whistleblower? That's so cute, right? But when black people do it, we get called a rat. None of this is new on the timeline, though. Facebook been on that dumb shit. Remember how they played a role in Russian attempts to influence the 2016 US election? Remember that? Y'all remember that, right? We almost lost America on the same app our aunties used to post those one gotta go questions. I love Blackish, but nothing will come between me and my girlfriends. Blackish gotta go, except for Tracy Ellis Ross because Joan Clayton, duh. In her recent 60 Minutes interview, Haugen also said that during the 2020 election, Facebook instituted safeguards to curb extremist noise. But after Election Day, Facebook went Uncle Phil on that ass and threw out the safeguards as if Jazz disrespected dark-skinned Aunt Viv. And why? Because safe don't make dollars. With the safeguards gone, the angry whites were free to go on Facebook and plan their attempted coup, AKA a cracker juve. Now, that all went down less than 9 months ago, but back in 2018, after years of downplaying Facebook's role, the head honcho of digital Hades, Mark World War Z, finally admitted that Facebook had not done enough to help prevent their platform from being used to create division and incite offline violence. That sounds familiar. Is Mark Zuckerberg taking a page out of the playbook of Mr. Dope 45, the former celebrity-in-chief whose name we can't say on this show because our showrunner Rachel forbids it? Social media has gone from a place where countries are able to find freedom and where cries for justice are heard to being a place where people's insecurities have purposefully and maliciously been preyed upon, all in the name of that guap. It's an evil place where armies of programmers are designing algorithms to steal your time and warp your reality. A place where hate groups are able to fester and spread lies like it's the boys' locker room the day after prom night. Facebook is basically like, smell my thumb. And why is this so? Because most of these social media platforms choose profit over the people. It's MOB in these digital streets. Come on now. Money over bitches. And according to Haugen, we the bitches. That's right. When somebody blows the whistle on Big Zuck, he just asks one question. What's my favorite word? Bitch. Nope, it's rich. Okay? In an interview with 60 Minutes, Haugen spoke out about how Facebook is aware that hateful content gets more engagement.
It is optimizing for content that gets engagement, a reaction. But its own research is showing that content that is hateful, that is divisive, that is polarizing, it's easier to inspire people to anger than it is to other emotions.
Speaking of harm, name something that teenage girls feel after being on social media. Go. Killing yourself, survey says. That's right, suicidal thoughts. 13.5% of UK teen girls in one survey say their suicidal thoughts became more frequent after starting on Instagram. Name something that gets worse for young girls after being on social media. Go. Bulimia. Bulimia, survey says. Oh, eating disorder. You're smart. 17% of teen girls say their eating disorders got worse after using Instagram. Okay, let's do one more. Name something social media makes young girls feel bad about.
Selling weave.
Who said selling weave? Somebody said selling weave? Their bodies. Survey says their bodies. That's the number one answer. About 32% of teen girls said that when they felt bad about their bodies, Instagram made them feel worse. They are trapped in a loop of false equivalency because what they see on their timeline is considered perfection, and they desire to obtain that. Things have gotten so bad over the years in regard to social media influencing how young women feel about themselves, there's even a name for it.
These cosmetic procedures are becoming so popular with teens, plastic surgeons have coined a new syndrome for it, Snapchat dysmorphia, with young patients wanting surgery so they can look more like they do in filtered selfies.
That's why if you got kids, you got to pour into them. This is why my wife and I are constantly showering our daughters with positive affirmations, because the digital devil is a liar, okay? I don't want any of my daughters thinking their beauty stems from looking like they just stepped out of a Pixar movie. Okay?
She thick as hell, though.
You ain't wrong when you're right. Is it cheating if it's a cartoon? Okay, black men don't cheat even with cartoons. All right? And somehow, if that's not enough, body image isn't even the only thing our kids have to be worried about.
The DEA warning that drug dealers are selling fake prescriptions to kids on social media platforms. Officials say children are buying counterfeit pills that look like Percocet, OxyContin, or Xanax, but that actually contain a deadly dose of fentanyl.
Nope. That's not the type of Fenty I want my daughters buying, okay? I want them buying the Fenty that I wear, all right? Snapchat, a simple app with a simple dream to make people look like sexy puppies. But Snapchat announced that it would be putting safeguards in place to help prevent drugs from being pushed on its platform. Puppies doing drugs now? Who's happy about that? And just last week, YouTube said that it was expanding its ban on misinformation. But while they claim to be policing what the public posts on social media, who's policing them? Huh? And how do we escape from the hell that is social media? There cannot be forgiveness of social media sins unless there are two things: repentance and shedding of blood.